All right, and we're back. Before we start the show, just a quick shout out to my mom for providing us with these lovely snacks we just had.
The mom snacks.
Yeah, even though I'm 32 years young, my mom still sends us care packages.
You're 32? I always forget.
25, 32, same thing.
I dig it. I dig it. So, yeah, welcome back to Lulu and Pop this week. We're doing the damn thing.
Yeah, we had a brief hiatus due to Mark traveling.
Yeah. My job sent me to Portland and San Francisco. Portland has illegal marijuana, and San Francisco has property so expensive no one can live there.
I'll take the prior one.
Yeah. Good times. Overall, it was a pretty good trip. I definitely think, I don't know, they're both very different cities, and it's like both ends of the spectrum as far as like, I feel like Portland was very much a type of city where it doesn't want the people that San Francisco has living in it. Mm-hmm. Where San Francisco is very proud of what it accomplished. It's kind of like San Francisco's like iPhone and Portland's like Android.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we got back last Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Was tired.
Yeah, I mean, you worked Wednesday. You worked 7 days.
Yep. Got back, went to Lucky's Last Chance, and got what was that? Like a mac and cheese veggie burger, and you got something with guacamole.
Yeah, it was like the peace, love, and veggie burger. Yeah, it was so good.
Yeah.
And the tots.
The tots, and more importantly, there was Weiner dog racing.
Yeah, and also the beers. All the beers that we bought, all of the proceeds went to Paws.
Right.
And the Weiner race, like everything that day was for Paws, but they had a super awesome Weiner race.
Yep.
Which was super successful. That shit was packed.
Yeah, it was definitely a tight spot with some cool people and some super annoying people. Shout out to, I think we've just been exposed to annoying people all week. Shout out to the 16-year-old girls who needed more shorts to add to their shorts, who were just trash talking everyone who was just trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and blocking the view.
Well, at first they were sitting on the floor with their phones, and I was like, all right, this is perfect. And then when they stood up, I was just like, oh, fuck off. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But, you know, shout out to them. Shout out to Granddad for trying to police the situation.
Yeah.
That was tough. Let's talk about this movie that we saw today.
All right. Right before we wanted to get into that, we haven't really had a show since our live show. And I just wanted to thank everyone that came out to see us at Tattooed Moms. It was a really great turnout. Hopefully it's not the last one. It definitely won't be. But it was a really good time. That show's up on our website right now and up on all of our social medias. If you didn't get a chance to go, you missed a great time. We had some super awesome giveaways. Some great laughs. We met some other awesome podcasters. It was a really awesome experience. And I feel grateful that we live in a city where we have things such as the Philly Podcast Festival to be involved with.
Yeah, true that. It was definitely good. My only thing, I kind of wish like Tattoo Mom would just put up a little bit of a sign.
Yeah, there was definitely like, if I have been to Tattoo Mom, so I had a feeling that's where it was, just because I knew there was a back room back there.
Right.
But if you didn't, you would not have known that there is more.
You would have just.
And
like,
there
rolled
wasn't
up.
a sign anywhere. Like, you had to literally ask where the podcast festival was, because we had a couple people there for us that were there that never actually got to see or hear our podcast. There's a lot happening right now in this room.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I definitely believe in the future there will be more podcast shows, especially coming from the Spaces Podcast Network. Mm-hmm. We're going through some things. We're trying to expand. We're trying to get some new shows going on. And eventually I would like to have like a Spaces Expo or something where we have a live show for every show that we have. Yeah,
for sure.
That'd be great. So,
coming soon.
Man, this fan is really blowing sideways.
Yeah, this fan. We have bad fan luck. You know how we have good cable luck? We don't have good fan luck.
Yeah, like it's kind of... Do you want any of this air or should I just...
I'm fine.
Okay.
If you could open your window, you would probably be happier because, like, there's a nice breeze going on outside right now. For once, it is not 101 in Philly. Right now, we're enjoying, like, the 70s.
Right.
My husband's going through it right now, people. He's really going through it.
Well, first it got hot, so I need the fan.
Yeah.
And then the headphones that I was wearing, I guess the right ear was bad.
Oh, no.
So I had to change headphones, and I was trying to do that without breaking up the rhythm of the show because I'm trying to get into a new way of recording, which makes things faster and easier for me because I'm the only one who edits these bad boys and puts them up there.
It's just funny because it's like me talking and then you like running around the room trying to do things, and I'm just like,
Yeah, man.
He's
you
on
know
the
what?
struggle bus.
you want to know? You were doing a good job, and no one would have ever known if you didn't.
I know, but I'm not one not to say anything.
Oh.
I like to bring everyone in the room with us.
Oh. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Do you want everyone to know that you're not wearing any pants right now?
I am wearing pants, first of all.
Who are they going to believe, me or you?
There are times when I'm not wearing pants, but it is 6:30.
Yep, on a Saturday.
So my ass
and
is
we
wearing,
are married.
I am wearing pants.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's not wearing any pants.
I'm going to post a picture on Instagram of me wearing pants.
Go ahead. I'll post one without you wearing pants.
I dare you.
Yeah. I have one on my phone right now.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's
All
like
right.
artistic, too. It's like a silhouette. You're like fixing your hair or something.
Did I know you were taking this picture?
No, it's a candid picture.
Oh.
Yeah.
Saving it for such an occasion.
For an occasion when I have to blackmail you about pants.
Yes.
I'm just saying, if we want everyone else to come into the room, we're watching Hellboy.
We are.
Lauren has no pants on.
I have pants on.
I am fully clothed with the power of the Lord.
I have said before that there are times when I don't, but like right now I am. Because we went out today. We were people. We were adults.
We did, and then you came off and took your pants off.
I did not. It's not that hot out. If it was super hot, I wouldn't have pants on.
You're sitting here with no pants on and
I
socks.
have on H&M crops from... I think they're supposed to be crops, but they're like pants on me that I have to roll up from like 5 years ago.
I can see all three of your tattoos.
I mean, on my arm?
Nope. You're not wearing any pants. All right, so let's...
My husband, the liar.
Let's move forward. I think the people want you to not be in pants. We call it the pantless Lulu, pantsless Lulu and Pop.
Oh.
That would make live shows problematic, though.
Sure would.
Yeah, the fisticuffs a lot of people. Can't let them see you in your cute little yams.
All right, so me and Mark did leave to go to the movies today. We went and went during Mark's, not quite Mark's favorite time to see the movie.
Yep.
But Mark loves daytime movies.
I'm a fan.
He's a big fan. So
big fan.
We went to the 1 o'clock showing.
It's a little bit late for me.
It is.
Yeah.
It wasn't 11 a.m. because, I like sleeping a little bit.
Right, yeah.
And we went and saw Girls Trip.
Yes, I got to say, Girls Trip was not my first pick. I wanted to see Planet of the Apes.
Planet of the Apes had crappy showtimes, though.
It sure did. I want to see Planet of
I
the
wasn't
Apes.
trying to pay to see the 3D version.
I don't want to see 3D anything anymore.
Right?
It's kind of trash.
It's so much more money.
Yeah, I do want to see 3D like Black Panther because I want to see Black Panther. Like
Well,
you're
gonna see. I said you're gonna see that so many times.
Yeah. Yeah. So we saw Girls Trip. Off bat, we were making some decisions that we weren't that we don't usually make, or some decisions we haven't made in a while. First of all, we saw Girls Trip. Usually for our summer films, we usually see action films, action films, things like that. Every once in a while, we'll see a comedy. I didn't believe the way Girls Trip was marketed that it was going to be good.
See, I had coworkers tell me that it was like we needed to see it. Men too, not like just
right. I didn't believe it until Darko told me that Jemiah told him that it was popping, and I was just like, "All right, cool. Maybe we should go check this out." Mm-hmm. And we went to the Plymouth Meeting Theater, the AMC, and shit has changed since we have been there.
Yeah, I'm not there with their food, quote unquote, upgrades.
Yeah, I don't know if they're upgraded. It just tastes like...
I think they're trying to battle the movie tavern because they had chicken and waffles and things too, and hot, like, more meal things.
Yeah, man.
But it's like, there's no table. You're eating on your lap.
Yeah, the popcorn, they had some gourmet popcorn, which I thought was good because I was off my mind, and I decided to get a aged cheddar cheese popcorn crunch, which means that it had Cheetos thrown in it. Originally, they gave me a giant bowl of just cheddar cheese popcorn, which was very gross.
Yeah.
And I took it back, and then they gave me a much smaller, easier to digest bowl of cheddar cheese and Cheetos. And the Cheetos was the best part of that. Ugh. In that popcorn, though, there was 2 to 3 of those caramel kernels, and they sucked too. Like their gourmet popcorn just wasn't very good. Like I think I'll just stick to butter and save my money.
There's a gourmet popcorn shop we should go to in New Hope. That's really good.
Oh, cool. Is it called Pantsless Lulu?
It is not called Pantsless Lulu. It has nothing to do with popcorn.
Okay.
But they have really good popcorn flavors.
Okay, cool. Let's check.
And
that
I was
out.
sober when I ate it. It wasn't even like I was fucked up. I'm like, oh, this popcorn's amazing. It was like, and they let you sample all the popcorn flavors.
They got that candy corn shit. The
they
shit
got
that's like rainbows.
Everything. They got all the weird stuff too.
What's the weird stuff? What's the weirdest popcorn? All right, while you look it up, I'm just gonna continue venting.
Yeah.
So Lauren wasn't really feeling the popcorn. She has some dental things going on. So she said, hey, you know what? I'm not going to get popcorn. I'm going to get some pretzels. And I said, hey, boo, you do you.
I do love some soft pretzels.
You got yourself, the box looked nice. It was like a big old box of soft pretzels. And we were like, all right, cool, let's get a small drink. They added some new drink flavors. They were all horrible. There was a cream soda that tastes like sugar and a seltzer and lime get up that tastes like sugar and seltzer. So we ended up just getting our usual cherry Coke, Diet Coke hybrid, which, I mean, it's not any better, but at least gives us like a little bit of peace of mind. Went into the theater. It was a small theater, theater number 3. And I already knew from it being, I just gotta give people the disclaimer. I don't know how many people have, if you go to see a black film in a semi-black area, I would say semi-black to black, you're in for an experience. You're in for a lot of critiquing. You're in for a lot. There's some funny moments. You're in for a lot of outbursts. If you like to watch your films in silence and digest the plot and such, I highly don't recommend seeing black films in semi-black areas. You might want to go to, like, I don't know, another area for that shit. We had the lovely experience of seeing a black film in a semi-black area, but it was a black women's film. I would say 70% of that audience was black women.
Maybe more.
Yeah.
I didn't see anyone else. I saw
the couples. There's couples.
Okay.
Yeah, but I think for every dude, there was like 4 girls, 4 black women.
There was a lot of groups of friends.
Yeah. You were not the only white person in the room, though.
I didn't even.
I was surveying.
I see. I don't.
You don't survey.
I don't survey.
I know. It's definitely like a minority thing.
Because you're used to looking more for someone else.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a security thing.
Yeah, no, I get it.
At the very least.
If we were if we were somewhere and you were token, depending where we were, it could be very scary.
Yeah, it never feels great to be the only black person anywhere. It just doesn't feel good at all. You feel very much like if shit was to go down, shit could get weird.
Yeah.
Quickly.
Yeah.
Anyway, so yep. So there was lots of women there, lots of black women there, and it was commentary throughout.
Yeah, you loved it.
I love it. Oh,
it's funny. It's a good time. I had a great time.
Fan. Only thing that killed me was the lady who sat next to you was extremely gross.
She kept burping.
She farted at one point. I saw her lift up in her seat and just toot, and I was like, yo.
I think that's why her friends put her down there.
I don't know.
I think because they saved her seat because nobody wanted to sit by her. Because they were probably
she had all of the gassiness and the bubbles.
I was like, she should not be drinking soda. She burped too much.
She shouldn't. She should get some water. Or I don't know. She looked like she had a weird structure. So I feel like she probably had some things going on with her internally and such like that. But she was burping throughout the film. So back to the film. The film was great.
Awesome. If you haven't seen it.
Very entertaining. Super funny.
Yeah. Everyone was great.
Yeah. I love that I can say my one-liners and get laughs.
Yeah.
That's such a good feeling when you can send out a zinger into the audience and people are receptive to it. Every once in a while I can do it with a non-black film. You know what I mean? I think the last time I was saying zingers was Get Out. I think we were all saying zingers. Oh, you know what else is if you go see a scary film in a black neighborhood or something. You can actually any film in a black neighborhood is pretty much free game.
Star Wars.
Yeah, there was people was upset. that thug was livid.
Heated.
This is bullshit. This is only episode 4 all over again. Oh my god damn. But he had a point. Yep. So Girl Trip, I would definitely check it out. I didn't think it was going to be good, but it's actually pretty good.
Yep. I actually found an article that I just linked on our page. We'll link it. An interview with Michael Dealey about how the film came to be and why he decided to make it. If you go to our page, it's up there. And basically, one of the reasons he made this, he wanted it to be kind of like a rebuttal to reality shows like Love and Hip Hop, excuse me, and the Real Housewives franchise. He kind of wanted to have something where women are building each other up and not breaking each other down, because that on reality TV right now, it's just thrown up everywhere.
Yeah, I thought it was exceptionally great. I won't spoil all the plot points, but you think certain things are going to happen and they don't, and it just really lets you know, man, these are some really great people. Yeah,
it was definitely a solid movie, and it was a good. I felt like it did, build people up and not make anyone look bad.
Yo, just as a side note though, Malcolm Dealey, literally directed a ton of just black cult classic films.
He did all the Best Man movies, right?
Yeah, he did Best Man in 1999. That was his first writing and directing film. And then he did Undercover Brother in 2002. He did Roll Bounce in 2005. Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins in 2008. Soul Man in 2008. Scary Movie in 2005. Best Man Holiday Scary Movie in 2013. Best Man Holiday in 2013. Barbershop Next Cut in 2016. Girls Trip in 2017. And he is set up to do The Best Man Wedding, which I kind of feel like it already started with a wedding. So where are you
I know. I was confused by that title when I saw that, because I was like, Best Man is a wedding.
Yeah. The Best Man Holiday was actually pretty good, though.
It was sad.
Yeah, it was sad.
I remember it being like, oh, a Christmas movie, cool.
Yeah.
And I remember it was good, but I remember being like, when you're not ready for something, right. I wasn't ready to be that sad.
Yeah. But it was pretty sad. Cause, yeah. I mean, spoilers for a film that came out
at this point
5 years ago. Yeah. But yeah, man, she dies on Christmas or some shit.
Yeah, it's fucking sad, dude.
Yeah, she has super cancer. All right. So getting into it. You go, I go. You go, I go.
All right. So this week for the Philly news, I came across this really great article on Philly.com about, let's see, this kid or guy who made a map of infamous jerky moments that has happened in Philadelphia, and he's dubbed it the Asshole's Guide to Philadelphia, version 1.1. So there's this map, and if you click on the map, we're going to have all this on our page, but it goes through all the sections of Philly, and if you're from Philly, like, you will totally get this and totally look for where you live. There's like, if there's a section for the home of the Swiss cheese pervert, I think that's like, is that Mayfair?
I don't know what area that is.
That was the guy that got caught masturbating with Swiss cheese not too long ago.
I actually have a buddy who made a short film about that.
Wow.
For school. It was like a school film.
Let's see. Your heroin came from here, Kensington. A lot of these places you don't even have to really like guess where it is. If you just hear the names, you're like, oh yeah, totally. Aging frat bros desperately reliving the glory days. Manny-unk. Yeah. Totally Manny-unk. Like, holy shit. Bodies dumped here. That's the Google. Let's see. Not that bad. That would be our area, East Falls.
Yeah, East Falls is living it. Like, we're just good enough.
Yeah, we're just. Let's see. Brewery Town is hip, right? Because all the hipsters are moving there now, taking over. Wasn't it even Brewery Town before? I don't even know if that's a new name for it. Was it always Brewery Town?
I don't know. I was not familiar with all the boroughs of Philadelphia. I was kind of like up on the main one, which was Center City. Like, we always kind of just came to that area.
Yeah, so this kid put a lot of effort into this map. Do you have any comments, sir?
Yeah, I think it's a lot of work to do all this.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at him. He was definitely had a lot of rage. I imagine him looking like just the guy.
Yeah, it says he's a 22-year-old software engineer from Fishtown. It said it took him about an hour to design it in Microsoft Paint. And he created a response to a similar map made several years ago that he felt had too many racist remarks about parts of North and West Philly. And felt like he could do better. Where
is that map at, though? I want to find the racist. Yo, if you know where the racist Philly map is at, holler at us. Find us on Facebook. Send that our way. I'm always interested in things that were not racist that are racist now. Because, I always think about it like a lot of the stuff that I grew up with was like hella racist. But it's like, okay now. It's like, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Well, no. It's the other way around. Like, it's like none of that shit will happen today. Like, could you imagine Soul Man? Do you know what Soul Man is? The movie Soul Man, where the white kid dresses up as a black person to get into college with affirmative action. That shit made it into the theaters.
It sure did.
It didn't make it like, it wasn't like, oh, I wrote a script, ha ha ha, and it's a joke. Like,
that was in the 80s.
Yeah, like it was a script.
The 80s had a lot of wild shit.
Oh, the 80s is wild. You know what? No one ever really talks about how wild Pretty Woman is.
Yeah.
That's a crazy ass concept. Like, not to go from race to like, prostitution, but it's like, it's a story you generally don't. I haven't seen a Pretty Woman since Pretty Woman.
They're not remaking Pretty Woman anytime soon.
But could you imagine like the impact of that though? Like, I would have loved to see Pretty Woman 2. Turn that into a Netflix show where like this powerful man is in this world where everything is like superficial. He's like a doctor or some shit, right?
I don't think he's a doctor, but he's
maybe a lawyer.
Something, yeah.
He was something high up, and he
had a shit ton of money.
His girlfriend / he married her, right? Or he proposed?
He came and took her away. He came and rescued her.
Right. She was a prostitute, like
she was a straight up prostitute.
Like she wasn't like not to say that there's not to shame any sex workers,
Mm-hmm.
but she wasn't getting paid thousands an hour.
No.
I think she was doing quickies for 60 type thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like hotel room dives and back of cars. And
Yeah, she wasn't living like
she wasn't like
some fancy life.
Yeah, she did. It didn't.
She
It
had a
wasn't
shitty
the
apartment.
glamorous, like call girl escort. She wasn't an escort.
No.
She was a prostitute.
Mm-hmm.
And he wifed her up, and he brought her into his fold. I want to see the show that happens after that. Like, how does she deal with all these people? Because it's not like no one's not going to know who she was.
Side note is my mom cries in that movie every time. She'll
At what
cry if
part?
you bring it up. She'll be like, "Oh." At the end when he shows up in the limo to rescue her.
Where's is rescue like the proper term? Was she really in danger, or did he
no,
just
I
show
mean,
up in
like,
a limo and like drove her away?
to like win her back.
Okay, because she left him.
Yeah, there was some type of, I don't remember what turmoil there was. But
I
just
remember he thought she was doing drugs.
And then he thought that she was like the one friend came on to her.
Yeah.
Is it not George Costanza? Is it George Costanza? The dude from Seinfeld.
The short, bald one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's George.
Okay. Yeah.
Girl, you better act like you know your Seinfeld. Yeah, you be trying to act like you not into white culture, though. Like,
I'm
low-key.
not that into white culture. Not like you think I am when you ask me who's that. And I'm
Oof.
like,
I thought you were saying not like you were saying like I was into white culture.
oh, no.
I just like being able to
offend.
dig into the crates of white culture and pull out like a
But,
Dave
like,
Matthews riff right
There, and yes. There are definitely plenty of times where you're like that band, that person that came on the screen today when we were in the movie, there was like some singer. And you were like, who's that? And I was like, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Just some old white guy.
Nah, he wasn't.
He's not a
He
Beatle.
sold
I
out a
don't know.
concert.
He did, but
He had a
I'd
fucking
never.
animation, and he was up
Didn't know
there
his
with like a
song.
T-shirt on. He didn't even look like he should be up there.
No.
He was just chilling. Had people rocking out, fainting and shit.
Didn't know.
As an interracial couple, we have to be the eyes into each other's community. I gotta be able to sit down and explain to you some things, like you should be able to explain to me some things. Case in point, today we were in Safeway, and I was looking for a shower
Safeway?
cap.
Oh,
No,
Giant.
And I was looking for a shower cap. Why was I looking for a shower cap? Because I started the locking process, and I can't get my hair wet. And sometimes I gotta wash my ears real good, and it's just an inconvenience.
Yeah.
So we went, and we were looking in the Safeway because we couldn't find them at the Five Below, and Target wanted too much money for one. And I was trying to find semi-masculine shower caps, which I know doesn't exist. It's an oxymoron, but even still,
That should be a market for us.
There is a market for it. Thank you. So as we're walking through the aisle, I'm like, I know I grew up with shower caps. I know black women use shower caps. I don't know if Hispanic women use shower caps. And I was like, Lauren, do white ladies use shower caps? Because it's like, I don't see them in the media anymore.
Yeah.
And I think I saw them more in the past, in like the 70s and the 60s and the 50s, when ladies had big hair, or white ladies would do like they would put it in their sets and stuff. And I would remember seeing shower caps. I don't think women wear shower caps like that. Well, white women don't wear shower caps like that. And I literally had to call upon you and get into your archive of whiteness to like verify that for me. And you were like, yeah, man, I think only older ladies really bump with shower caps. That, and what did you say?
People that have their hair colored and maybe don't want to get it, like, because you're not supposed to wash your hair every day.
Yeah.
If they don't want to get it wet.
Right. So I definitely think that was interesting, that we can rely on one another to understand cultural differences here, there, and everywhere. All right, moving on to me and my story. So Wisconsin company, 3 Square Market, a.k.a. 32M. That's a horrible name.
Sure
3
is.
Square Market, 32M.
Because I read it as 32M, but 32 makes more sense. But
Yeah, man. 3 Square Market.
isn't there a 4 Square already?
There's a 4 Square app. 3. This has been around they make floppy disks. Like, they are the ones who do all the storage and stuff that you're like. That's that company that they do. So apparently they are injecting their employees with microchips the size of a grain of rice that will track their currency. So they're saying it's strictly voluntary. They have about 50 employees signing up for this. Sorry about that. And if you get this thing inserted in between your pointer finger and your thumb, so I'm guessing it's like the cuff.
Yeah.
You can just like open doors. You can unlock your computer. You can do everything you need to do, include get radiation poisoning right into the blood. You can technically be half cyborg, I guess. I don't know. But they think that it's going to be ubiquitous, which I think is a great word. I've never seen this spelled out until today. With companies and technology moving forward. Would you?
No.
Lauren Knickerbocker Randall. No hyphen.
No hyphen.
Would you get a microchip inserted into your arm for work?
Nope. Absolutely not.
It doesn't depend on the job?
No.
Not even a little bit? Mm-mm. Like, what if it was like NASA, like he was going to space?
I just feel like, because there's going to be those stories of people that get fucked up from it. Like, no technology is like, even like cars, like everything, you know, nothing is 100%.
Right.
But why, if I can just pay, like the employees that aren't opting to do this could wear a wristband.
Yeah.
I'll rock the wristband.
Yep. What if you leave it at home?
I won't. Or I'll let Ted and whatever with his little hand thing let me in. You know?
Yeah.
But no, I would not. It's creepy to me. Also, we watched the Belko experiment where the employees had shit in their heads that blew their heads off.
Yeah. That was a crazy movie.
So, you know, like, what if...
I don't think I would have lasted that long in that situation.
No, I would have hid.
Because only one person was walking.
I would have hid. Yeah, I would have hid until someone pushed my button and my head blew up.
I think like that was one of the ways. Because that was such an easy way to get rid of people.
I was like, the fact that was also like a factor in this scenario. It's like, yo, we're fucked. It's not like you just have to survive. It's like these motherfuckers can close their eyes and push a button, and you're dead.
Head turn into just gush.
Even if you're beating someone's ass or hiding.
Yep.
What about you?
It really does depend on the job. Like, if it was like, and I know I live out nerd moments in real life. Like, anytime a stranger stares at me like, if I'm in the grocery store and someone walks up to me and they're like staring at me directly, I automatically think for a split second that they are from the future. And they're coming to tell me that I am not safe and I need to come with them. I swear to God, every time. So, yeah, I would do it if it was like a super cool job. Like, hey, you know, you're now part of the Justice League. We need to microchip you. And I would be like, all right, cool. Would I do it for my current job? No. Would I do it for any job that offers me less than a strong 6 figures? No. I'm not like a weak 6 figures where I'm like, 6 figures and barely making it. No, I'm talking like 6 figures, like dumb money. Like, I got to go call into the bank in advance to make withdrawals. Then yeah, sure, I would do it for that. Yeah, you can microchip me if I can make $1 million in like a year or two. Like, yeah, without trying. I just happen to save that because I can't spend it that fast. Yeah, microchipped me up. Yeah, fuck yeah, do that shit.
I don't know. I would need more. The fact that it's new, too.
Yeah. Well, what are you going to do when they start putting, like, cybernetic things in people's brains? Like, you know, when are you going to do when the phone goes to, like, the piece in your head?
Oh, that's going to be weird. I mean, I'll probably be too... If that's happened, we'll be so old. We'll be, like, the old people with the, you know, the people with the flip phones now. Like, we'll be like that with...
I mean,
whatever.
You'll be like that. I'll be chasing down that new technology.
Oh, gosh.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
Cut my shit open. Let's just do this. I'm trying to send texts with my brainwaves.
It's funny because in this article that says last year, because this article is off of NPR, and one of the workers from NPR attended a gathering of so-called quote-unquote body hackers who advocate using implantable technology in the human body. Like, what the fuck? I need to know more about that in this group.
Yeah. You've never seen that before, where people put lights and shit under their skin?
Ugh.
Yo, people are into some weird shit of cutting themselves open and
know.
having at it. Like, that doesn't shock me none. What I think is interesting, though, was the quote that the guy got from that conference. And the quote said, more than the crazy concept, it's actually people's willingness to accept it. That's why it's crazy to me. People are just willing to line up and go, yeah, stick that in me. And I was like, totally like, yeah, dude, if you give me enough money, I'll take any type of microchip. Like, realistically, especially if that has some type of like life insurance thing in it or something, I can, something bad happens, I can just pass that money on, and my kids can be like, you know, trust fund babies.
Yeah.
You know, they can stun on people and, you know, thank daddy for it. Just pour out a little bit of your fucking appletini for me.
You ain't going nowhere.
You know, just like eat most of your avocado toast, but just save a little bit for Pa. That's gonna be my name when we have kids too. Pa.
Pa?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Pa, I'm like, yeah, nigga, what's up? It's good. It's good. Who's bothering you? Oh, and also, I've committed to the statement, and I believe this. I will sock a kid in the face if they mess with our kid on like some real shit.
Oh, yeah.
Like if we have like some kid in the 3rd grade and some 6th grader that's like bullying him, or he comes home with like the wedgie, like the crazy wild wedgie, I will bad Santa that motherfucker.
Oh, yeah. Same.
Just run up and be like, yo, which one?
Don't. You know I will.
Then I'll probably rob them. I'll take their bike, their shoes, and be like, yeah, now tell everyone else what happened. Let them all know. This kid's off limits.
I remember my sister telling me a story about how one of the twins got hit at school.
Yeah.
And one of the twins was like, whatever this, let's say this kid's name is Jerry. It's not. Little Jerry, they were like, little Jerry's crazy. And what my sister said to her son was, well, you tell Jerry that your mommy's even crazier. And if he ever hits you again, your mommy's going to come and show him what crazy is. Like,
yeah.
I was like, yeah, like, you don't want to see your kids get hurt. Like,
yeah.
And that's a 5-year-old. We were ready. I was like, who is this kid?
Yeah, I don't know if I would tell my kid that I beat the kid up. Like, I would probably try to send my son out there and be like, yo, go out there and handle business. But, like, in the cover of night, I will mess that little kid up. Because I don't want my kid thinking I can fight all his battles for him. I remember one time, like specifically, I got God-bodied in front of my mom while we were living in the South Carolina. And I was like, man, why she ain't help me at all? I'm just getting ran on. And she was like, yo, you got to fight your own battles. And I murdered that kid. Now he's still alive. But I did hit him in the head with like, it was like.
Was the size
the bar
similar? Were y'all?
Yeah, I was a soft kid. Oh man, I was like Twinkie feeling soft. You know, but yeah, like, and I kind of just, I still feel that way. Like, you gotta fight some of your own battles. You know what I mean? Yeah. You know, it's nice to have help. Yeah. But you at least gotta like throw in a couple swings. But I will destroy a kid for my son or daughter. Oh, especially my daughter. Yo, oh man, no, not at all. Yeah, kidding me? Kidding me? I'll push the little girl into a puddle of mud. And her Sunday's best. Step right over. Gotta do it, man. That's my kids.
Yeah, that's the baby Randalls. Always.
Man.
All right. So, I'm trying to remember how I came across this story. It was at work, and we were talking about something. And we were talking about how... something about, like, basically how do people... It ended up at being, we were talking about cults and how people get involved with cults.
I always wonder that.
Like, at what point are you like, oh, my coworker was talking about the people that believe that the world is flat. Like, there's still, flat earthers.
Flat earthers.
Yes.
Yeah, do you know that they don't think it's flat? From my understanding, they think it's like a cylinder.
They still think
I know. It just blows my, because at first I was thinking that they thought it was like flat, like a sheet of paper, and they don't. It's more like a frisbee to them.
Oh,
Like, they believe
Jesus.
it's round. It's just really, like, fine. Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
Like, it's not a sphere. It's like a dish.
We were talking about that, and I was like, somehow I brought up, I was like, yo, that's like Scientologists and how, like, they don't believe in psychiatry or they don't believe in medicine, really. Like, I'm like, and then I was like, yo, it's about Tom Cruise and how he's batshit.
Right.
And
to
then,
this day, his Scientology is kind of one of the reasons why I don't really bump with his movies.
same. Whenever I, like, The Mummy, even though it actually, I did read an article, too, about him, about how he had his hands in that movie so much that they're saying that if he hadn't influenced it so much, it wouldn't have sucked so much.
That movie was shit.
But so then I went down the internet hole, and we were, like, looking up random Scientology stuff, and I came across this article that I had hoped wasn't true, but it appears to be true because it's even in her wiki page.
Yep.
We had talked previously about The Handmaid's Tale.
Yes.
And how
I
much...
think several times.
Yeah, how much I love it. It's an awesome show.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a pretty awesome show.
It is awesome.
Especially for the time we're in now.
I'm glad we can't binge it.
Yeah, because it's dark.
Yeah.
But so I found out that the lead actress, Elizabeth Moss, is a fucking lifelong Scientologist.
Mm-hmm.
When I read that, it was like one of those moments where, like, I have balloons at my desk, and, like, in my mind, they all popped.
Did you pop them?
No.
Why are there balloons at your desk?
From some celebration.
Who the fuck gave you balloons?
I blew them up myself.
Who the fuck gave you balloons?
I think... Yeah, it was when I
was it an edible arrangement of balloons?
No,
Do I need to come up there?
Decorated my desk. Can I finish my sentence? Decorated my desk for 4th of July and won. Nothing, but I won. And I just kept them up there because someone at my company has stated that they think desk decorations are tacky. So I took that as a challenge.
As an opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Don't.
All right. I was letting you know. I'll roll up.
I know, baby.
I'm not even sure which floor. I'll just stomp through.
Yeah.
Get security called.
They don't have security. They
Oh,
got
for
a
real?
desk lady.
There's not a dude with a flashlight?
No.
Really?
You can just walk in.
Oh.
Go take the elevator and push you can't get to the 5th floor. The 5th floor people need a key. That's the Philadelphia Flower Society.
Oh, wow. A key for the Flower Society?
I don't know why. I guess because I think maybe people try to think that's where they can go and, like, just, like, see flowers.
Yeah.
I could see people doing that shit, and they're like, you know what, we gotta lock this shit up. This is fucking...
I guess.
I don't know why else.
Are there some expensive flowers?
Yeah, well, they put on that big-ass show every year.
That's true.
But you just need, like, a key card to swipe
Yeah.
to get to the 5th floor. But every other floor is free game. But, yeah, so Elizabeth Moss, lifelong Scientologist, was actually in line to be Mrs. Cruz because apparently they also do some type of weird, like, arranged marriage thing there.
So how did Katie Holmes get it? Was she a Scientologist to begin with? I thought she was indoctrinated in.
I think he just saw her and was like, I want her.
He was like jumping on couches and shit.
Fucking crazy psychopath.
Yo, not for nothing though. I always thought that Katie Holmes.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought she was like really cute.
She's cute. And she had she basically divorced him because she wanted her daughter not involved with that church. Like, their divorce was not, like, kosher or, like, calm.
And it wasn't for what normal people get divorced for, like, financial or infidelity. It was, like, because you're in a cult.
But so, basically, they say that there was a push from senior church members for him to consider Elizabeth as a partner. As they had a vision for 2 big-name Scientologists pairing up, but Tom needed a break from dating after Katie. And she doesn't really talk much about her association with him, and I think it's because of the show she's on right now.
Right.
But I was upset. I was a little hurt after reading that or finding that fact out. So I'm like, how do you star in a show
right.
that basically denounces, a cult like
Mm-hmm.
America when you're in a fucking cult.
Yeah, the closest thing I could compare it to get some type of like, to make it like relate would be if I was watching a show where they were like freeing slaves, and there was like a good white guy, and in real life that good white guy was a racist.
He actually had, yeah.
And I would just be like,
There's like video of him saying something terrible, it's like crazy shit on camera.
Like, so like that's kind of like, she plays a character who is like trying to survive a cult, and in real life, but I don't. The crazy thing is she probably doesn't think Scientology is a cult, though.
No, she has said, like one of the quotes is, she says, "I feel that it has given me sanity and stability that I'm not sure I would necessarily have had, but now it's private and off limits." She refuses to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's cool. I know whenever people want to just like focus on their art and they don't want their real life to interfere, kind of like Kevin Spacey and him being into men. Like, it's always kind of like an underlining thing, but he won't really address it because at the end of the day, it's not really like our business in a way, you know?
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of, it upsets me that she's in Scientology and she plays in this film. I mean, in this TV show where she's basically battling a cult, but at the same time, it's kind of like it's her prerogative to be a Scientologist.
Yeah, it's her choice, but it's like how you said before. It's like also like, it was upsetting, almost like that.
It's definitely upsetting because I feel because I'm in my mind, I probably, and religion is a little bit weird than racism to me because like, I don't know, I feel like. Yeah, I guess they're really similar. If you think about it, because you're not like born into religion. It's something that you learn. You're not born into racism.
Yeah.
It's something that you learn.
Yeah.
So like they are kind of similar. Like if you have strong beliefs toward a particular type of people, you might also have strong beliefs in where your body goes in the afterlife. So in some kind of weird way, like I can kind of. Yeah, because I don't think she probably thinks Scientology is crazy.
No, no one does. I mean, no.
Just like racists don't think that they're racist. Like they don't think that
they're wrong.
Right. They don't think that they're being wrong. They think that
everyone thinks that way.
Right. They think that you're wrong because of the way you are.
Yep.
And her shit is like, well, I'm going to the good place because I believe in the right shit, and y'all motherfuckers are fucked. Mm-hmm. But while I'm here in the meantime, in between time, I'm going to be an actress because I think it's kind of fun.
Yeah.
I always thought she looked like an insane person.
Well,
and I don't think she's an attractive woman. Not to compare her religion with herself, but it was one of those things where I didn't think she was a great actress. She looks like a kind of a crazy person, and I didn't think she was super attractive. She's one of those people that has a career, and I always wonder how it kind of happened.
She grew up in the church, though. That's
right.
Like.
I kind of felt like, and like knowing a little bit more now with her growing, and I always feel like Scientology is like a money person. Like I don't know any broke Scientologists because they have expensive dues. So she's probably super well connected. That's why she has weird hit. Because there's never been a moment where I saw her and I was like, man, she's really acting her ass off today. Oh, she gave some really good scenes in The Handmaid's Tale, though.
Yeah, no, it's definitely.
She did, but before that one, I wasn't like especially fond of her acting.
Yeah.
I wasn't as fond of her as like an actress. She wasn't like my favorite.
No, I never really thought about her much until I watched the show, and now I'm like,
yeah.
I'm
so
upset.
does this jaded? Are you done watching The Handmaid's Tale?
No, because there still has another chick I really like from Orange is the New Black in it.
The chick that the chick that got married to her girlfriend who had a husband on the show Orange is the New Black.
Yeah.
And she didn't wear pants. She actually wore a dress, and the other girl wore the pantsuit.
Yep.
Who also happens to be a white lady, so it's an interracial relationship.
Yep. But it definitely makes me like not as hyped for it, you know?
Yeah. Me and TV is strange. Like I can do dark movies. I don't want to do dark TV. because it's so much of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's dark, you're in the darkness and you have light elements. That's why I think like Winona Earp and shows like The Supernatural and shit like that, like I can do those shows because it's dark, but at the same time it's kind of campy and a little fun. And shows like The Handmaid's Tale, sometimes Game of Thrones, that one season of The Walking Dead where it was just morbid as fuck. There's a couple other shows that come out too where it's just like I kind of get it's not what I watch TV for. Like I feel like if I'm watching this, I might also be watching the news afterwards and see all the fucked up shit that's going on in Philadelphia. You know what I mean? So I always need I still watch cartoons, like you know me very well.
I sure do.
And there's a given at any given time you can come out of the bedroom door in the morning and stumble into the bathroom. And without your glasses on, you will know if I'm sitting on the couch and the TV is on, I'm either watching We Bare Bears, I'm watching Steven Universe, I'm watching Adventure Time.
Yeah. All these things.
Or maybe the regular show. And that's because when I was a kid, that's what I would do when I got ready to go to school. And I like it. And it makes me think of happier times. You know, when you look back as a kid, your life was fucking set unless you had a super horrific kidhood.
That's true.
If you did, then I'm so sorry that I triggered some events for you. But if you didn't, you had an everyday kidhood. Yeah, your biggest problem was getting enough money to go to Wawa to get some slushies. You know.
True.
I mean, shit got a little bit real when I got older, but when I was 10, shit was pretty.
Kate.
Yeah, it was chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So. All right. Well, side note, I also didn't think that the Sun newspaper was a real paper. So I Googled Elizabeth Moss and Scientology, and I went to a couple sites, including Jezebel. I don't know why I'd be thinking Jezebel will give me untampered with insight, because they're owned by a mega conglomerate. You know, it's not like Jezebel is owned by a chick named Jezebel. But I always try to get the smaller ones, because I'd be like, yo, the Sun got compromised, and the Inquirer is compromised. I like going to like Jeffrey's blog, and this nigga's giving me straight facts.
Jeffrey's blog.
That's not a real thing, but it could be. All right, so on to the relationship section of the show. I wish we had theme music. We should think about that in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, so on the Gottman Institute, we are looking at marriage is not a big thing. It's a million little things. So, basically, to sum up this article, you can read through it if you want. I'm not going to read any quotes. I read through it earlier. Is that a good marriage, a successful marriage, is just a relationship. And the guy was basically saying that all relationships are pretty much built up on the small things. It's not like the great, large, grandiose things that really impact the relationship. It's more of the small things. He calls them bids. I think bid sounds more like a connection. And what he means by the bid is when you see someone and you ask them, how was their day? If that person didn't say anything to you, that was a misconnection, and you're probably more impacted by that, interaction of words and such. So he was saying those type of slights, those type of interactions is basically what is the foundation for a great marriage. So it's like the micro interactions, like when you're done picking up a plate, that type of thing. Or communication, how was your day? It's not that great trip that you took to Florida and you bought out of control for. Or, you're not going to have a failed marriage because you happen to get the wedding ring that was the rock wasn't as big as what she really, really wanted. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. Actually, that could be a really big problem if you're on 90 Days Fiance and they're trying to exploit you for your dollar bills. But yeah, they were just saying how it's really is all the little things. And I was actually thinking about this the other day when I was thinking about parenting, and I was thinking about what kind of parent do I want to be? Because I feel like you have to parent for the kid that you're that you have, And I was the type of kid where the big shit never really mattered to me. Like the grand trip here or the grand thing there, none of that meant the thing. What really mattered to me was what I wanted. So if I really wanted this particular thing, and I was like, I really want this. This is what I really want. And like to say, like, let's say this particular thing was, I don't know, a Ninja Turtle or something. That $8 Ninja Turtle from Acme would mean the world so much more to me than like any trip that you could plan to like think that I would that would wow me. Like I was always that kid. Like if I wanted like a particular pair of shoes for Christmas and you got me like an amazing array of other stuff, I probably would have wanted to trade all that other stuff
for that one thing.
One thing. And that's just how I was as a kid. Like I always wanted one very specific thing. And if you got me that one very specific thing and nothing else, I probably would have been fine. And I think like marriages are like that too. Like you can't just do that one thing. Like I can treat her like shit. I can come home whenever I want. I can do this. I can do that. As long as I pay the bills, I can do whatever I want to do.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work like that. There's all those little things that like build it up and add it up. And, you know, I think that a lot of people don't think like that. I know there's a time in my life when I didn't think like that in relationships where I was like, if I do this and this, then it allows me to do this and that. And it doesn't work like that. Like you can't have a this for that scale in a relationship. Mm-hmm. I shouldn't be thinking like, yeah, I could like, I can go to the strip clubs because I go to church with her on Sunday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like relationships aren't this and that. And that's pretty much what a lot of this article, and so in my own words, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Did you have a chance to read over it?
Yes.
Are you reading over it right now?
Yeah, I was listening to what you were saying.
Right.
Because I think you summarized it a little bit better actually than they do. Because they give like an example that seems drawn out.
Yeah, it was on this whole bid thing, and all it is like, is a real connection.
But yeah, no, I totally agree with you that, you know, it's kind of like you have to look at the big picture.
Right.
Because there are a lot of pieces to the puzzle.
Yeah. Have you ever felt like because you did one thing, you can do something else?
No, I mean, not like that.
Yeah.
But I can see how that can happen.
That thought process?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Like,
that's the same, like, I think that thought process is in the same vein as people when they go to different countries. They be thinking, like, cheating isn't cheating.
Like the Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Right. Or, I know people, I know I've known girls who be like, if I didn't feel it, it doesn't count as a partner. And I'd be like, yo, I mean, that counts. He just had a little wang. That's unfortunate, but it still counts. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's just like, yeah, but then it's just like people are all weird. Like, what do you consider cheating? And they're like, oh, sex. I'm like, dude, you can go all the way up to sex before it's cheating. And they're like, yeah. I'm like, well, what if your girl did that? And they're like, oh, no.
Yeah,
like conversation, you know.
Double standard.
Yeah, but if you're like kissing and grabbing on some titties and whatnot, and you don't think that's cheating, like what you're doing is cheating. I consider like you done clocked out. You on a whole nother relationship. Mm-hmm. So definitely for those who are, you know, weighing their relationships and seeing which way is up, you always want to consider the little moments. The millions and millions of little moments.
For sure.
Yeah. Yep.
I dig it.
Yep. I think it's always great when I'm struggling up I'm up the steps with bags. Sometimes you forget about me.
I'm concerned with getting the doors open.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
Lately, I've always had my hands full with stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
Working on it.
One day at a time.
Yeah.
You've gotten better.
Thank you.
At least you're conscious of it now. Mm-hmm. Before, it used to be like, Titi would come in, kick off his shoes, flop on the couch.
I would put the food away.
Oh, I would put it down, but I'd be like, yo.
Yeah. Wait, what are you doing down there, baby? Stop.
Because we live on the third floor.
We sure do.
And I believe in no second trips.
Yeah.
I've exercised the no second trips like plenty of times.
I've definitely done that too. I'm like, how much shit can I fit in this bag?
Oh, I do not. Fucking third floor. At that point, it's 6 floors. Yeah. Up and down. No, say if you started at the bottom, you went up, that's 3. You go down, that's 6. You go back up, 9. God damn.
At that point. Whew.
9 floors?
Whew.
Who trying to do that?
Mm-mm.
I'm just joking with you. You're perfect.
Thank you.
I'm joking. You
Just
are
throw
perfect.
this coffee on the floor. Hope you liked your tan rug.
You are perfect for what I need.
Okay.
I think that's a better way to say it. Because saying someone's perfect means that
Nobody's
there's no room
perfect.
for improvement.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
No, I wouldn't assume that.
So as our needs change, we got to stay perfect for each other. Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Hey man, I'm about to get that what's that degree where you can tell people how to live their life? Psychology?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
You could be a life coach. Those
You
motherfuckers don't even need a degree. You
No.
just be like, I'm good at life. You
Fucking
can
winning.
be too.
Yo, that's gonna be my website. It's gonna be like, I'm good at life. Fucking winning. It's gonna be a picture of me on like a jet ski, but the jet ski is gonna be on the sand with an eagle behind me.
Majestic.
And I'm shirtless. And then there's a girl giving me a drink. And she's like very provocatively dressed. And then I got like the butt of a gun in my back pocket. And I got a cell phone in my other hand. I'm just doing moves.
Casual.
I'm a life coach. And then you hit the other tab and I'm doing some shit like reading a book in a library in the woods. You know? Mm-hmm. You click another tab and I'm teaching some malnourished children in some third world country how to update their resumes. And they're like, what's a resume? And I like, don't worry about it. Life coach.
Nice.
Yeah, that actually sounds pretty good.
It does.
I think we might be on to something. Would you let me be your life coach? I wouldn't let me be my life coach. I'd be like, you get your shit together. I tell my shit. I'm always saying that every time. Like, I need to get my shit together. Every Friday, I'm trying to get my shit together for Monday, and it takes like a whole weekend because I be forgetting.
I understand, dude.
Yeah,
We're all trying.
are we though, Lauren?
Ish.
Not all of us. Most of us.
Yeah.
Some of us just gave up.
That's true. Some of us sure have. Don't give up.
Don't give up the fight. Don't give up the ghost. Love yourself. Every day of the week.
Oh.
I fucking am awesome at life.
This is
Mark
what you
Randall,
do?
life coach.
Oh. All right. Book coming soon.
And then I skirt off. Well, actually, I do want a wave rider, but I wanted to be like the Dr. Pepper man, where I bring my own water.
Okay.
And I just wave ride into situations. That'd be pretty dope.
I mean, it's getting farther from reality, but sure.
Well, in a reality where I'm a life coach, it's already a reality that's strange to live in. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe things have changed. You know, the podcast network is taking off. Maybe I'll get into the life coaching game. Oh, you yawning?
Shut up.
I thought we were bringing people into the room.
I can yawn.
You can yawn and
I'm
put
a
some
human
pants
being.
on.
I have pants on.
All right. Well, that wraps up our show. Lauren's going to go in the kitchen and cook dinner with no pants on.
Sure. Whatever. Just give up at this point. Just giving up.
We should actually take a picture of your pants and make them the picture for the show. Just so people... Actually, you know what? Where's my phone? It's right here.
Oh.
Oh, no. Finn took a dive. All right, Lauren. Stand up. Oh, I called you. My bad. Yeah. Look at the tuchus. All right. I just took a picture. And this will be the cover art for the show. So
Lauren
you can
has
see
pants on.
that Lauren just ran into the other room and put some pants on.
Did not. Mm-mm. All right, baby. Let's close this out.
All right.
I love you. We got to make dinner, and then we're going to go see a movie in a cemetery.
Chill out. Why are you putting my information on blast? I can't be having a black community knowing that I'm frolicking in the cemetery with some white girl.
All right. Some white girl? You mean your wife?
Damn. Got me. All right, Lauren, say goodbye.
Do you want to do the outro? Or no?
No, I don't. Do you want to do it?
All right, I'll do it real fast.
Okay, cool.
Sign up for Fishbox. Never miss another package again. head to www.getfishbox.com and use our discount code SPACES to get 30 days free. Follow us on Instagram at Lady Dickers, at Mark vs. the Universe, and at Lulu and Pop. And also follow our parent company, Spaces
Philly.
Spaces Philly.
Spaces Philly on Instagram and Twitter.
All right. And follow Lulu and Pop on Facebook as well. And we will see y'all next week.
Well,
say goodbye.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Before we go, I do want to say something. Write into us. We miss your letters, your calls, your concerns. Find us on Facebook. Hit us up on instant messengers. Text us, whatever. We want to know what's going on in your life, and we want to help you get through it. Because I fucking am awesome at winning.
Oh.
No, wait. No, that's not it. What am I awesome at? I'm awesome at living. Yes, I am fucking awesome at living. That sounds confident. I like that shit. All right, Lauren, say goodbye.
Goodbye.